it's Sam. So today I'm going to be sharing some of my tips for fellow moms out there on how I stay, or at least attempt to stay organized during the school year. Once they're back in school, you realize like how structured your days have to be, how early you have to wake up, how stressful mornings can be. It's a lot that goes on during the school week because you have to wake up early, get them ready, get their hair done, give them baths, showers, whatever they do. And then you've got to pack lunches, you've got to make sure they have all their homework, got to make sure they get to school on time. Then you have after school activities and homework and dinner, and like all of a sudden your day's done and you're like, oh, whoa, I don't even remember that day. Like it went so fast. So I'm gonna be sharing a few of my favorite tips to just stay organized, or kind of just to like make your mornings or just like school weeks a little bit more seamless and streamlined. I'm gonna share my favorite things of basically just kind of like morning routine tips, just things that I do to make it a little bit easier. The very first tip is a planner, and I feel like this is what really helps me stay organized because I have to write everything down. I cannot remember anything. Like I will be like, okay, remember that, and boom, it's gone. It's just gone. So I have to write everything down. This specific one is from Personal Planner. This is so cute. So they have like all of these different options that you can choose from, like for designs, for the front, and then also the back. So mine is all succulents. So I put 2018, 2019. You can customize that as well. The back has a little like plastic thing with the little strap that keeps it closed. And then I just have like these really other gorgeous succulent pictures. And it comes with this little packet of stickers as well as a little ruler, which is really cool. I haven't even used these yet because I wanted to show them to you guys. Little emojis, cute little pictures, like birthday reminders. And then on the main like first page, you're able to customize it to have like a little quote. So I just put this one because I thought it was kind of inspirational. Motivation for the day. Up top here, you can change out this little custom thing here to make it whatever you like so that you can have it just, I don't know, just feel more like you. You have these little sections and you can change these out to like, they have a ton of different options. So this one I have dinners so that I can like write down like, okay, what should we have for dinners so that it's easier to plan out for groceries and stuff. And then I have a to-do list right here. And then over here is like a little full calendar of like the whole month. And then I just have like a blank spot for notes. You can also customize like how you want it set up. Then you can have like this overview of like the entire year of 2018 as well as the entire year of 2019. It goes to 2020. I didn't know I did it for that long. Then I just have the rest of it is just like a notebook, so I can put notes in here at the bottom. I can check it every morning, see what videos I need to do, see what appointments or after school activities the kids have going on. Like when I get the kids' calendar, then I go through, like I just take a moment and I go through the entire calendar and mark off all of the kids' dates that they have off school, or if there's a minimum day or whatever it is. If you have any like back to school nights or like that kind of stuff. So that's a really great way to keep yourself really organized. So I highly recommend checking this one out if you want something that's a little bit more custom and you can kind of have fun with it. I do have a coupon code. It is SamanthaXO. I will leave it here, and then I'll also leave the link to Personal Planner in my description below. Number 2 is getting your kids outfits ready on Sunday for the full week of school. So Monday through Friday, you have all of their outfits either hanging up. That's usually how I do it. So I will put all of their outfits ready so that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they have a full like week's worth of outfits. So I'll do all of the laundry on Sunday, and then I'll just take a moment that afternoon, get them all set up. Then I'll have their undies, their top, their pants, their dresses, whatever it is. And then that way, every night before the next day of school, I'll pull that down and I'll put it folded right at the end of their bed or on their dresser so that in the morning they know this is what they're wearing. That way it will match, and it just saves a lot of time in the morning. And you can do it with the kids. Like you can say, okay guys, like help me pick out your outfits, like Sunday, if you guys all just sit down and say, okay, let's go through your outfits, tell me which ones you want to wear on Monday or Friday, and then you can discuss, like, do you have PE this day, what's going on, so that you can make sure that they're going to be comfortable and ready for the day. So number 3 is a little tip that my nanny used to do when I was a little girl. And my nanny always did this for us so that we could just come down and our breakfast would be ready for us, and it saved us having to go and get her, and then it also just makes everything a little bit quicker and just, again, more seamless in the morning. So you get 2 bowls, and you already the night before put your cereal that you know the kids want into the bowls. Then you cover it with a plate so that it stays nice and fresh in there. And then you have your cups on top right here, your spoons ready. Then you set it into their space so that when they come down in the morning, they know that all they have to do is take off their cup, fill it with water or milk or whatever they want, and then their cereal is already ready. There's their spoon, and all they have to do is pour milk into their cereal and pour milk into or water into their cup. But this just makes it so that it's already ready. There's no like arguing over which cereal or, oh, I don't know what I want. It's just like already done, and it makes it really exciting for them because then they come downstairs and they're like, oh, look, my mom stayed up and made me breakfast already, so that all I have to do is put milk in it. So that is another really great little tip for staying organized and saving time and keeping your mornings running smoothly when it's back to school. Moving on to number 4 is our little snack tote that we keep in the fridge. This is a tote that you can fill up usually on a Sunday, and I'll get it all ready for the full week ahead so that they have little easy snacks that I can just quickly grab and put into their lunch boxes. Okay, so this is my little tote. I can't remember where I got this. I'm assuming it was probably TJ Maxx. That's most likely where I got it. It's like a Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls type thing. But this is what I keep in our fridge. So in front here, I just have the little apples. These are just so easy in the mornings, guys, because you can just grab little bags. They don't get yellow because my kids complain if the apples are yellow. So I just end up buying these because they're pre-packaged. They don't turn yellow. The kids can eat them. It's easy for them. It's in this little container, and boom, there you go. They have like their little cheeses right here. And we like just like the little Tillamook sharp white cheddar. Then we have like the little apple sauces. Back here we have the Chobani Greek yogurts for kids. Then back here we have little guacamole packs, and they're just like little, you know, individual wrapped things. And then you can just put a little baggie of like chips, like tortilla chips or corn chips. And then that way they can have something different, so it's not just a sandwich. Phoenix likes a lot of salads. So that way it's just switching it up so they don't get bored. And then these right here, the kids absolutely love. These are the Lala yogurt smoothies. These are great to just have if you're running late in the morning, the kids can grab it. Or you can pack these in their lunch, and they're a really great little snack as well. So this is like our little snack pack tote, and it just makes lunches so much easier in the morning. We usually do like a packed lunch, and so that way you can just grab like, you know, a yogurt and a cheese, or a little applesauce and guacamole, and then all you have to do is bag up some chips and then add a couple of other things, and it's just a lot easier. So this saves a lot of time in the morning and keeps it nice and organized, and then you can just refill it, you know, once a week or however often it goes through. And then that way, if there are those moments where sometimes you sleep in past your alarm, it happens. I set my alarm for 6 o'clock. But you know, sometimes you hit snooze a few too many times and you're like, oh poop, I am running behind. So that just makes it so that you can quickly just grab something, stick it in the lunchbox, and boom, you're ready to go. Okay, my next tip is baskets. Baskets are your friend. If you have like something that's a little bit too fancy-nancy for kids, they just won't do it. If you have like a basket full of shoes and they can just easily throw their shoes in there, that for me has worked the best as far as keeping the mess and keeping it so that in the morning they're not running around searching for one random shoe that they've thrown somewhere. So we keep it right by the door that we come in when we get home from school, so that they can take their shoes off, they can put it right on into their basket, and then, and it doesn't have to be school, it's, you know, all the time. Like whenever we come in, and then we'll say, okay guys, take off your shoes and put them in your baskets. They each have a dedicated basket. It's right by the door so that they can just, boom, stick their shoes in there, and then in the morning when it's time to go to school, they are not searching for shoes. And then we have a separate basket that is closer to our kitchen that is dedicated for their school backpacks. So Obviously, when you have a backpack, you're putting in the lunch, you're taking out the lunch box, and then you have to clean the lunch box and get all of the little Tupperware out and everything like that. And so last year, we had it so that the backpack station was like all the way downstairs, so that right when you came in from the garage, they put their backpacks down, and then it's like every time that I was like, oh, poop, you forgot to get their backpack, we have to run down, go get their homework, get their lunch, run back up. It's like, it was just so annoying. So now we have their basket right by the kitchen so that they put their backpack right in the basket. I can get their lunch boxes out. We can get them all cleaned and emptied. They can take their homework out, and then they can take their homework to their homework station. So that just makes it so that in the morning, then I can just pop their lunch boxes in there, their backpacks zipped up, they can stick them on, and out we go. And it keeps your house less messy, and it keeps everything more organized for the mornings. And my last tip is having a dedicated little section for their homework stuff. So having little trays that they can put their homework packet in. If they do get a homework packet at the beginning of the week, they can keep their packet in that tray. And we got ours at Target. They were $3. And I got one for each of them, so one pink, one I think blue, and basically that way they can just put their homework packet in there, they can keep it in there all week, and then when it's time to turn it in for the end of the week, they know that it's been in there, it hasn't wandered off, it hasn't come to the kitchen table and got milk or water spilled on it, it stayed safe in there. And then we also have like a little pen and like marker glue caddy, so they have their pencils, their colored pencils, their crayons, their safety scissors, their glue sticks, markers, everything that they need to get their homework done, whether it's a project or just like regular, they just need a pencil. Everything is there, and it stays on their dedicated homework desk, so they each have a desk, so that when they do have their homework, they can go and sit down and they can have their own little space with all of their stuff. There's no fighting over crayons or fighting over glue. They both have what they need to get their stuff done. And again, it just makes life less stressful, a little bit more streamlined, and a lot easier. If you're not stressed, your kids aren't stressed, because I feel like when you're getting all frazzled, then they get all frazzled, and then everyone's all frazzled, and it's just like so stressful. So those are my ways to keep everybody as happy as can be. So there you guys go. I hope you guys found that helpful, and hopefully you learned some new tips on how to stay organized. If you guys have any tips for like your back to school ideas, or just like tips on staying organized in general, whether you're a mom or not, let me know down below. I would love to know yours. I'm always looking for more ways to stay organized, and give me a thumbs up if you did find this helpful. And that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah!